Good morning.
Good morning, my bro.
How you doing, man?
Charlie, by God.
It's been
a minute, innit?
Yeah. Yeah. Nicey. Where have you been?
Man, I've been all over the place, man. Everywhere. Depends on the time you're talking about. Yeah, man.
You were in the news lately that where you went distributing stuff in America?
Distributing.
What?
Oh, Charlie.
What were you doing?
Andy, let me be very honest with you. My brother would say that it be something.
What be something?
It be agenda we do. I'm not gonna lie.
So it was it be format?
No, be small format way, Charlie. I cannot do that thing. But I mean, Charlie, it's one of those things.
Do you regret saying it?
I do regret it because, it's in the spur of the moment. Sometimes, Charlie, you get carried away. I actually had thoughts about doing stuff like that, but I would never, bro. I would really never. I mean, I've been on drive-alongs with friends, who do stuff like that. So I consider myself to be part of that whole vibe. But no, I didn't do it personally, man.
But does that mean you've never hustled?
I mean, I've hustled. I'm still hustling, man. I mean, you always have to have a hustle to survive, I guess. So it depends on what type of hustle you're talking about. We all Charlie. If you be hustler, I lie.
Sure, but me, I don't tell my story yet.
If they hear your story,
I don't tell my story yet.
Yeah, so
the kind of jobs man do.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've hustled in the past. Still hustling in a way right now. So,
but be that kind of hustle way, like Charlie, to me, power mini.
Then I sell PK for enough K, then times,
But you sell PK.
Oh, they lie, no. No.
But you sell before like that.
No, I've been fortunate to not have
had.
Yeah,
be that be.
But that be the thing too. I know be that be too. That's one too branding matter. It's just say I'm very well read. I'm very educated, so when people see me and they approach me and I speak, they might think that I'm coming from a soft background, but no, I'm not. I grew up in a one bedroom home in Dansoman, in a cul-de-sac in Dansoman with my parents. We all used to sleep in the same room until I was about 15, thereabouts. Yes, and then we moved to Spintex.
The first time I'm hearing this.
Yes, so I'm not a Dada B at all. I
but a lot of people think you're me. I think you be Dada B way.
Yeah. But why? Why though?
Well, lifestyle, the way you carry yourself.
Yeah.
Speaking of hustle.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe somebody who may have gone through that kind of challenge. Again, no one really saw you coming, especially from. I mean, all we saw was some tall rapper.
Yeah,
who had blown up and boom.
Sudden, right? Yeah. I mean, I was in the trenches for a while, bro. You see my first studio, the studio where Obote gave me,
Obote give you?
Yeah, back in the day, Obo had a studio in Osu, and it was a ghetto studio. I'm talking about roaches and rats. That's where we began, after J Police Place. So it's been a struggle for me. I've had my struggle times, but I don't like to talk about struggle stories too much because, Charlie, that's not what it's about. It's about, where we are right now and where we are going.
But come to think of it, it's good you've spoken about it, but I really want to know more about your upbringing. You mentioned that small room. I mean, sometimes when I hear people talk, I go like, hey, your own good. Sometimes, no, seriously, sometimes I hear like, hey, really?
Yeah.
Because I had a cousin, Charlie, it was Chimbe and Hall. They were about 14 or something like that.
Kidding me.
I'm telling you. I'm like, and I was trying to imagine. So what happens in the night? Do they take away the center table?
What happens?
Someone sleeping on the floor, one in the couch, this, that. I'm sure someone is leaning against the wall. Hey, small room. So sometimes I hear people talk about struggle and I just shake my head.
Some people have it hard, bro. Some people have it really hard.
But how was yours? Was it soft? Was it hard?
My upbringing, my parents tried to give me everything that we needed when we're kids. I mean, they worked hard. My mom was a librarian. My dad was, he worked with back in the day they had this place, UNDP.
Okay.
So he used to work there. And I mean, we weren't like like an affluent family. We weren't upper class family. But I mean, at the end of the day, Charlie, if we needed something, we needed some school fees paid, or we needed some provisions. I mean, he tried his best to make all that happen. And as time went on, I guess things might have gotten a little better, because then we moved to a new place, to a bigger place, a more comfortable place where I still shared rooms, but it was more comfortable. And then we switched schools. My mom was fortunate enough to get a job at GIS. And so my siblings also started going to GIS, but as for me, they didn't see me go Presec. So
for a minute, I thought you were an only child.
No. I'm the firstborn child. I'm my parents' firstborn child. So, a lot of responsibility on my shoulders. I went to Presec, they went to GIS, they had a little thing going on over there.
GIS.
Yeah,
pay you say you didn't get that.
Bro, up to now, people pass by the school that they do.
because it be some flex, it be some swag.
Serious flex, bro. Yeah. Serious flex. But I mean, I'm happy I'm a Presecant, and we went through all of that. Went to University of Ghana after, and the rest is history, man.
You, after school, you had a stint on TV.
Yes. Foresight.
Yes.
Foresight. Actually, the story is that I used to run away from work very early and go and chill at the studio with Jay Foley.
At that time, where were you working?
I was working at the post office, Ghana Post Office.
Charlie, people get stories.
Yeah, man.
Post office.
I was working at the post office.
As what? A postman?
No, I was the postman. I was a business analyst, an assistant business analyst.
Okay.
So from the post
office.
What
were you doing?
Well, we were at the stationed at the post office to try and develop software systems for them. So I was under this guy. So we'd basically go around the various departments of the post office and try and figure out their functionalities and the things that they do and try and incorporate all of that into software. So that's what I used to do. But I didn't like that job, bro. So before 5 o'clock, I'll be counting down every single minute before I could go to the studio. I used to be at my desk writing raps. I used to be at my desk making beats with headphones on and do things.
Oh, you mean back in the day?
Yes, while I was working in the corporate, and it was just in me. I just needed to be in the studio. So, Ignis also used to come to the studio. We started talking, and he was like, "Oh, that time Jay Foley was the biggest star on TV."
Yeah, and Jeremy.
10 times.
Jay and Jeremy.
Jeremy, then Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf.
Hey. Yeah. And
Wolfie, Wolf Blizzard.
Yeah,
Wolf, where they?
Yeah, you go there and carry. And if you see him, I know go come. He bought pass.
Wolf.
He bought
Slim Wolf.
Slim Wolf to Macho Wolf.
Hey, wow.
Yeah, man. So it was
yeah, with that heavy voice.
Yeah, very, very, very heavy voice. So yeah, and that's where I met Ignis, and he put me onto Foresight TV, and we did a little TV. But it was good for me because it helped me very well with my confidence. I wasn't as confident as it made me.
But you didn't pursue. It's like
no, I didn't pursue television. It wasn't my first love. My first love was being in the studio, making music and recording people. At that time, I had so much fortune to have a lot of artists. Then times Tiny, Brafo, VIP, Samini, they all used to come through the studio, and I used to look up to these guys like, wow, Charlie. So I started making beats for them, and that's where the whole thing began.
Oh, so you started off as a producer?
Yeah. I wasn't releasing music until later down the line. I always say this, it was actually D Black who forced me to release my first
commercial song.
Yeah. Antimatter back in the day. And then some people heard it, partnered up with me. And
your very first?
Not my very first.
Oh, you mean commercial success?
So yes, commercial success. Like to put it out and like to actually try and push it. It didn't go that far, but the people who heard it liked it, and then we began to work together, and then we dropped some other songs.
Speaking of the productions, what are some of the productions you did for these old musicians?
Oh, I did some stuff for VIP.
Were they bangers? Like commercial success?
What was this song's name at all? I've actually forgotten the name of the song, but they shot a video for it in South Africa. VIP.
It was some Agbaja like that.
Some Agbaja. Oh no, Agbaja 2 was another one, but there was
that one I
one
think
before.
you featured. Eh?
I featured in that one.
Okay.
And yeah, there were a couple. I did some stuff for 4X4 for Captain Planet. I did some stuff for Samini also back in the day. Just a few artists.
But they were not very huge.
They weren't like huge bangers. Once time began to roll on, then I began to produce for my boys like Joey and others, and then those songs actually took off. So yeah.
And it looks like your collaborations were bigger and like day in day out bangers. Kept at a point it was like water.
Yeah.
Like whatever you touched, like you had that Midas touch.
Yeah.
At a point, you were like the go-to guy.
Yeah.
Once EL adds his voice, once you hear him in the background, there's a banger coming.
Yeah.
Like the Captain Hook.
Yeah.
Was there a deliberate attempt to do that, or people were paying you to do that? What was there a structure?
Well, yeah, there was a structure. I was around some people who also had the capabilities to influence me a lot, to do stuff like that, and also to push me a lot to do stuff like that. So it wasn't just me; it was a very collaborative effort. And also the artists who I used to hang around back in the day, also inspired me a lot. To just be in the studio with some of them, I used to steal ideas from them all the time. They didn't even know, so they inspired me a lot to, write those hooks. But it was also like a small pocket in time where you have an opportunity to do stuff, and you never get that stuff back, no matter how much you might want. So every artist has that small pocket in time, and I guess that's what it was.
Then your videos, Lord.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah, it's a very nostalgic thing because now you get even better videos. But when you watch those videos, it gives you that really nostalgic feeling about, hey, at then times this video was hard. I feel like Obum or Shelile or whatever. Yeah.
You got hooked on to BBNZ.
Yeah.
Then you left them.
Yeah. We parted ways. Yeah, it was a very unfortunate incident at that time. There was a lot of drama going around, a lot of egos being tossed up and down. So yeah, that happened. It's sad to see me go. It's sad to see the rest of the artists go as well. But like I said, it was a pocket in time.
What was that? What was that darling factor with BBNZ?
It was just a new collection of artists. Like you have today, you have very new collections of artists who come together and they bring something like a breath of fresh air into the industry. And I guess that's what we had. We had me, Kojuku, Sheka, and we're working together. And we had been working together already, me and Sheka. So it wasn't anything new, something that we had brought from Skillion's time. And we're just doing it on a larger scale. So I guess that's where that's where the magic came from. But like I said, Charlie, some things don't last forever.
Could it be that, or can you confidently say that leaving them cost you a lot of harm?
Yeah, it did. I mean, I've not been the same. I wouldn't say I've not been the same. I don't know how to describe it, but I haven't been the same type of artist since. I've had to recover over the years, because they contributed a lot to my success. And I can say that because that's the truth. But at the end of the day, the success wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for who I was as an artist. So I've always tried to keep that precious part of me. And that's what the talent is. And it affected me a lot, man. My talents is something that I try to keep very, 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 very close to me. And Charlie, at the end of the day, it happened. What happened, happened.
Would you want to revive the relationship?
No. The relationship is it can be revived, but I don't think it's necessary at this point, because I now have a different support system which also helps me, and which I'm growing with, which I'm also part of developing. So I don't yearn for any type of reconciliation. At the end of the day, there's no more Kujuki there, there's no more Sheka there. It's just not going to be the same.
Oh, but do you need them to fly?
Well, I say that because I don't think it can ever be the same without that type of support system around. It was a clique, it was a group. So there's always a chance for reconciliation, but I don't think it's necessary at this point in time.
But at this point in time, what can be said about EL that there's an element, can we say, or can you say that at this point in my life, this kind of element is missing? What's that thing that you feel like, I think it must be brought back, or it must be tweaked a bit, or...
For me personally,
yes,
as an artist?
As an artist, yes.
Like I said before, leaving that whole era behind, it affected me, but I wouldn't say there's anything missing as at now. I had to do a lot of work on myself. I mean, after that whole era, because things were not the same. But I wouldn't say anything is missing. If anything, I'd say more has come into play now. I'm definitely more matured. I'm definitely more in control of my ego and my emotions and my relationships. So I'd say I've grown into a better person. Things happen in life. You can take it with a pinch of salt. It can make you either a better person or just make you worse off. But I would look at myself today as a better artist. I'm more comfortable. So I'd say that's what it is.
And your collaboration with AI?
Yes.
Do you see him often?
Not that often, man. Since I traveled and I came back, we haven't been able to vibe that much. But yeah, he's still available. He's still around, man.
Are you guys still on?
Still
because
on?
There's rumor that you guys are no longer, as you used to.
Oh no! I mean, I'm cool with AI. I don't know about any. I remember that last time we actually really got into anything was an issue with one of our local artists, and we had to trash out that issue. But I think it's been taken care of.
Why? What happened?
Oh no, that's no idea. It's between AI and the artist. I can't really air out his private issues. But I was part of it in a certain kind of way. At the end of the day, I think he sorted it out.
Was it the sample?
So you've heard about something like that? People
we did street.
I know. What about thing?
Hey, what about it? Because I got wind of that.
Yeah.
There was some like that. And
but the album is amazing. I was part of the production of that album, and we played a couple of songs back in the day, and it's a beautiful project.
Well, I see. On Facebook, DC Gabby says, much love, Lomi, my favorite GH rapper. Emmanuel Anson Kisi says, I love EL, and I'll always show him love whenever he drops a new work. He's one of my favorites, but I feel he became complacent and slept on the job ever since he won the Artist of the Year. The thing entered his head too much. Hey, boys. I know why not the best. But
yeah.
I've heard this over and over. Yes, he became complacent. Charlie is your guy. And I remember when we did 1K and I was telling people that, Charlie was EL that wrote the song. And Charlie, by that guy. What happened to him after the Artist of the Year?
Yeah.
So, can you react to that?
I didn't become complacent. Definitely not. I think there's a difference between being complacent and just being underwhelmed. I was underwhelmed. Like I said, I've said it before somewhere. My attitude and my personality is I have a very addictive personality. And when I get hooked onto something, I do it all the way to perfection. And then I find something else to do. That's my personal composition. That's how I'm made. That's my constitution. So after Artist of the Year, the truth of the matter is I just got bored of the whole thing, and that's when in my mind I had to go and find something else to get interested in, and so that's what happened, man. The long and short of it is that I just didn't feel like as taken aback or as wowed with everything.
So it means you got complacent then?
No, complacent I think has a certain negative connotation to it.
Because,
No, complacent
means you are comfortable with where you are.
But he was comfortable.
He was trying to try other things, rather.
Okay, so the other things, like what?
No, that one they are no fit talk. That one they are no fit talk for. Yeah, that one no be EL.
Who were they talk to? I go do other things like us. Who's them go to punana?
No blue film, Charlie.
No blue film. You don't go do blue film.
No go do blue film. That one.
But that thing you tried, what was it successful?
It made me a much better person. It has really improved me. It taught me a lot of. It just improved me discipline, patience, just how to manage myself a lot more. It's really matured me. So I'm happy I did. And music is something that I've always done. It's not like I took a break from music. I just took a break from the limelight. Consistency is very important to an artist, and that's what it has taught me. So I guess that's a lesson that I had to learn from the whole thing. But I don't have any regrets taking a step back for my own well-being, for my own physical health, my mental, everything. I needed to do that, so I did it.
Had you been frustrated, especially with comments that, oh man, you people,
yeah. It's like fans are, especially Ghanaian fans, are very insatiable. Like, you have to keep it coming. It's a 24-hour job, and I didn't expect that. So at a point in time, it became a little overwhelming for me. Yeah.
More comments. Pedro Pewa Maldina Cruz says the best show is live and clear inside Indianapolis. Kumasi.
Advert.
Are we still on this America vibe? Indianapolis, Kumasi, and also Kesman Junction and the main location. Hi, Claire, Sir Brandy, make it give some freestyle. We beg because we miss him a lot. Legit Afro is giving all love. Eichler says, this one there, 1K Mudo, I swear. Osman Anabasha said, Antimat, my all-time favorite. Eric Adulata said, too much fire. Daniel Jones, Tagbo says, Mr. Adabra, you are, what's Mr. Adabra? Okay, so your name, Adabla, right?
I'll say Adabra.
Okay. Oh, you might. For a minute, I was it's Adabra.
Adabra.
But is it what?
It is
what?
Adabla.
Adabla, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We know your origin.
Well, his name is Tagbo. Daniel Jones Tagbo. This one is not a Suman or a J.
We don't talk anything.
Or Amu. There's nothing like that. Listen to the surname. T-A-G, capital T-A-G-B-O-R.
This is your surname that they show where you're from. You can be, then throw and put
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Once the name there, we know say you are not from that region.
From that region.
We know where you're from. And where he's from, English, they chew, drink, bathe English. Everything English. That's where you're from, man. Your people. Your own people. I tell Bingy says, yo, him good, but the industry know they allow him. This kind of talk, I know they like. Industry, is the industry stopping someone from doing?
No, I mean, I'm very immune to it. When people say stuff like that, they don't know. So it doesn't really affect me that much.
Oima Faustina says, I love his song Spa. Emery's Badi Imas, a long time with EL. Black Wizzy says, EL baby. Emery's, okay. Kwame Dike says, Don Lomi, Agumbiade Sheriff. Agun says, good morning, MC Jamaica says, greetings, Mr. Andy Dusty. You got the whole Ashama and Asensu bar in Valco flat lockdown with my superstar EL. Please tell him to come back strongly. We love him, Andy. It's EL baby. Jayon episode says, EL baby, DJ Coca said, Kintampo is live inside level 3 pub large. Nana Boatiamo said he was super lyrical and diverse than so-called landlord. Hey.
I'm not talking it.
Charlie. I beg, look, if you want to send mess Andy Dust.
I mean, you read them.
Yes. But just say. Emmanuel Minta said, please tell EL I want to learn production 027. Okay, cool. Jacob Quay says, great to see EL in the studios. One of my favorite artists. EL songs always give me goosebumps. Love Me to the World, Mina Bukpo, and Higher, my favorite. Mary's Body Aima said, what is the full meaning of EL? Asking for me, please.
Are you asking? EL is just short for my real name. It's Elom. So just Elom. Yeah.
NS Patton says EL is the best rapper in Ghana, hands down. Jacob Quay said, great to see EL. Okay, I read that. Neo Q says, much love for that year EL or Yari far to pack. Hey, Charlie boys, oh man.
I don't know how to talk this thing.
Hey, boys.
Yeah, that's me, bro. Be that.
Hey, Charlie boys, I you. Glad you're back doing your thing. Hoping you have a big concert for us, aliens, this December. What happened to your concerts, the bar concerts?
Oh yeah, it's been going on. We missed a year. Last year we couldn't do it. This year we're definitely gonna do.
Oh really?
A great bar concert. Yeah.
Does that mean you're releasing a bar album or EP?
Yeah. A bar is definitely gonna come out this year, Charlie.
What was the last bar? Was it 4?
6.
6.
Yeah, we reached 6.
Bars.
Yeah.
Bar 7 there for be.
And the dusty intro.
You know.
Yeah, man.
By for be like a lot of bars.
No, it's always a lot of bars.
Not small bars.
Big
not
bars.
chop bars. Not
Yeah.
drinking spot. No beer bar. Emmanuel Anson Kizi says, I'm glad he all reacted to my comments and he proved me right. Still love him though and will show him support anytime, anywhere. Jacob Quest, I always enjoy him singing in Ghana. Bangers always. Iclair Brandy, how with him and Dope Nation? Because I really enjoy them on the IE song. He just featured Dope Nation, right? I beg you, go stream with you. Find out. The new album is called The Teacher. Please go check it out. Romeo Vigbedo says, EL, we miss you. Joshua M. Hollow 2 says, Andy, please ask EL, does this track he did with Darko Vibes and RJZ give us a snippet? We fell in love with it and it was never released. Oh, he gave us a snippet. I actually started feeling that would be a huge track of the Wave album, but later I personally felt a few things got twisted, especially on that particular Waves album. What happened with the change, and will we ever get that track? People get feel out.
I get shocked sometimes, man, because that track, we did a song together. We just weren't able to drop it, but he did archives inside. Yeah, so maybe one day soon.
Was it yours?
Yeah, it was my song featuring Darko Vibes and RJC. Yeah.
But what is keeping you?
I don't know, man. Charlie, if you listen to a song so many times, sometimes it tire you and you want to do something new, something fresh. You know that feeling.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what it was. But I'm sure, say if I go listen to that track again today,
you know, guys, let me say this.
It's a different world, man.
Kwame, Charlie Martinez. I said, EL, if you go to this guy's studio and he plays you songs that not even on the main computer, but on your laptop alone. Like, there's a huge library. Yeah. And some of the songs you ask yourself, Charlie, when are you releasing all this one? It's SF. Me, I may not even release it. Like,
Matao.
Hey, what the wrong this guy? Release that thing, make we jam. At least throw them in.
Yeah.
So at least we can have some fun. Mr. Vibe says, listening from Safari Valley Resort at Deu, Okuapim, I just love you, Elom. Sydney Burns says, my namesake, Elom. Master, your name is Sydney Burns.
Where the Elom from?
Try give us the hardcore raps, okay? Super, a day your bag 247-365. Big up everybody in the studio, oneness. Samuel Asai said, EL must drop some lyrical algebra. Charlie, that song I was playing this morning. I've been asking myself how one can just pen down such. Are we gonna have something like that again?
Yeah, for sure.
On the upcoming bar EP?
For sure. That song, I just try and think about, okay, what I go feed do with these people just go bust in my mind. And that's what I always think about. In fact, on the Teacher EP, that's the same thing I did for the intro. I was trying to figure out a way to just twist your mind. So there's definitely going to be more mind twisters on the next project.
Listeners, if it's about twisting of minds, let's hear what he did on the intro. Stay on. Killer Bobo. Hey, face the wall. I like that, face the wall. Hey, my man made the bell wall. Hey. You know, sometimes when the microphone is off and it automatically comes on, then you go hear on. Oh man, EL.
Yes, boss.
That's it, they do.
T.
That's in the
Oh, I think so. You said a T.
Oh no.
The 10. Eh?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your team, they day.
Oh yeah, you're more fire.
Charlie. I want to take time and listen to the whole EP.
Yeah.
And like suck it. I want to suck it. I want to suck it.
You mean soak it?
Yeah,
soak it. Yeah, he wants soak it.
Yeah.
Soak it.
He says soak it.
Yeah.
Soak it.
Yeah, but I can still suck the album.
Like juice.
Yeah, juice. Yeah. Oh man. Nice. Okay, so what? It's 7-track EP?
Yes.
7.
Yes, 7 tracks.
But that could have been an album.
It could have. But the album today. I can't wait to drop the album. This one is just a prelim to what the actual thing we want to do is. When I did my launch, I wasn't as enthusiastic because I know say some big thing be there. So this one, I really apologize to people who came for the launch. It was a great show, but I feel like the thing Ankasa, they have to come and experience the thing Ankasa. So there's an album coming very, very soon.
Very soon, as in before December?
Not before December. This EP is probably gonna run to the end of December. We might drop a single or two, but the album itself.
But the bar concert that's coming up, it's birthed out of the bar album.
Yes.
Or the bar project.
Yes.
So in this case, if a bar concert is coming, which bar album are we going to celebrate?
You make me worry about the scheduling for this side. It's in the calendar.
Okay. Which is your favorite on the EP?
Right now, my favorite is probably Who Say. It always evolves. It always changes depending on the weather. But right now, Who Say is one of my favorites.
Why?
Yeah, because of the energy, man. It's just Who Say, money they make noise. It's just a different vibe, and the production is crazy. Big ups to Kojo. He's an amazing producer. So yeah.
I think I saw him in one of the videos, and I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
With some blonde hair.
Yeah, Cisco Tins challenge.
Wow, I see.
Yes, sir.
Before I hand you over to my elders, you were in the news saying we should. I say we. Oh, First Lady, please come sit down. Oh, Mrs., please, you can't stand like that. Yeah, please, she's married.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Charlie.
Thank you. Take a proper look.
She's taken. Oh, Charlie. How sad.
Did you hear that? Like, oh, Charlie. Like, I don't talk so. Then she goes, he goes like, she's married. Is she taken? Oh, Charlie.
Oh, Charlie.
She's taken. Nice. What was I asking, Cry?
Oh, boss. As I come, I beg you up.
Okay.
I just want to greet him, Ankasa, shaking hand, Ankasa, look into my eyes, Come on.
You were saying radio, in fact, the media should stop playing your old songs.
Yeah, that was so
which
hard,
a lot of people felt like you arrogantly said it, and they felt it wasn't proper.
Right.
Because I sit on radio, and if I enjoy Love and Money, this morning I was playing Love and Money with you and Oxlade.
Yeah.
And even Martinez was shocked, like, oh, I never knew Oxlade had a song with EL.
Yeah.
Then I had that thing immediately came, like, here is a gentleman telling us to stop playing his old songs.
Yeah.
At least for now, for once, I've got someone to go stream it, like, oh, EL has a song with Oxlade, then let me go check it out.
Yeah.
I've added some cash to your streams, or you've had some new followers, if not to you as an artist, to your music.
Yeah.
So do you think it was prudent or proper to make that statement?
Well, it was said in a in the heat of passion. When tempest arrives and there's passions just get inflamed. You say some stuff that you might not mean. So I misspoke concerning that, but the point I was trying to make at that time was that sometimes artists, we evolve, we grow, and you want people to really try and understand who you've become, what you've become, and also love you for what you've grown into. So when that focus is not given, or when that attention is not given to you, it gets frustrating, because now people are just focusing on the old you, and people are looking for the old you, but there's no more old you. You've grown into a new person. So the point I was trying to make was that, Charlie, let's try and grow together, and so that the old songs, let them be the old songs. It happened because I went onto this radio interview, and the lady who was interviewing me kept mentioning the old music when I was trying to promote new music.
Oh, okay.
So that's what frustrated me, and I came out and said, don't play the old songs again. Focus on the new on the new music. But I definitely apologize if it was taken the wrong way. And that was not my intention at all.
Good morning, Andy. I'm so happy to hear rapper EL is the one you're hosting this morning. I just got his Teacher album on Spotify this morning and wanted to make time and listen properly after Showbiz Review. Little did I know he'll be in the studios. Big up EL, much love for you. I'm Clusters GH, listening live from some corner. Good morning, Mr. Andy. My name is Nana Agude from Teshi First Junction. Please, I want to know if you are going to sack EL when he gets to the studio now, because the dude is late.
Oh, okay. Charlie.
What happened?
I was late too. Kojo, we can talk this matter. We got stopped by Inspector Kufu. He said, no, go here. He said, I don't care. He said, if you be star, me too, I'll be star. He said, no, go understand.
No, because when I heard you were arrested, I was like, arrested?
Yeah,
what did he do?
Yeah. I mean, I had a few issues to sort out concerning my vehicle that I didn't know about. So,
okay.
He stopped with, I think, say, I'll go finish and talk, say, oh, bro, I get interviewed with Andy Dusty. So I tell him everything.
He said, who be Andy Dusty? That guy said.
He said, that guy said, if I catch out. So we did Charlie, we start sort out the issues small. We another, so we they come go. The guy they can't give him my keys, could go, he big me up. Oh, okay, you be that guy. No. We they can't sort the issue, we they can't left no, another guy come. He say, no, Charlie. He said he ran away from we for some time. He crossed red lights where we try to stop and he take we ran.
Double trouble.
Oh, master, Charlie, the guy they can't give you the keys.
They look for you.
He can't make the matter worse. The guy say, so we had to go back and forth a little bit. And that's why I'm late. It was a crazy morning, man. Crazy morning.
Hey, Charlie, this program too. We've had quite a number of police issues. People coming in. Yeah. I remember when SAC told us about some policeman stopping him that, where do you think you are going? He says, they forgo airport or something like that, then come. Yeah. Then who else? I think Kim Promise, Kim Promise was.
Yeah. You go do the way after the finish, then you go cut pictures like 15 minutes before you can go make you go. So it's just a long thing. It's just a long thing.
As if you meet Obo, ask him his worst experience in his music career. Me and Obo go play show. The people say the video you come out from underground, this one you come out from back. So you know be Ha! The people say they go beat we. Charlie, they detain we for hours. Meanwhile, we they finish that show, go another show. Huh? Charlie, we cross. We reach some barrier. Charlie, be a late. Yeah, Pentem say we reach the. Could people did this get down? They check who this Obo. Obo. Charlie, my freestyle, like, boss, we make later. You said, where your license day? Yeah, Chihuahua. Ha! No, see, you know, only I hear rap, or you rap, and they be creator. Yep, you're going to show no more. Yeah, they say the police is your friend. Charlie. Okay, folks, here is EL's Who Say, his favorite on the EP. Let me know which one you two the feel of the EP.
Hitz FM 103.9.
Hey, what the girl wanna do? Girl, them wanna have fun.
No, Charlie. I for come. No, I for come. I for come.
Studio,
Yeah, I for come.
Definitely.
Yeah, I for come. Huh?
He will send you all the track.
No, I would like come sit with you. So, if you teach me some things.
Yeah.
I love to learn, man. I love to learn. Mr. Danso, this is Kwesi Arthur's father.
Oh wow.
Yeah, rapper Kwesi Arthur's dad.
Yeah.
Mr. Danso says, "Good morning, man. EL is a great gift. He is so talented. Please bless him for me, okay?"
Oh wow.
Thanks. He says, "I think EL needs to write a book. I tell you, such a wonderful life experience."
Wow.
That's Kwesi Arthur's dad.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm humbled. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Charlie, why not?
You and Kwesi Arthur no get any. you guys have a project?
We have a song together. We have a video together also. Collect. We dropped
Collect.
That's true.
Okay. I'm coming to you. Benjamin Clinton says, Andy, as I hear the intro, the library comes to mind. Should we do justice to the EP? Yeah, man. Before review, yeah. Adriba says, Andy, please ask you, who is his best rapper?
Wow. My best rapper. These days, it's hard to find a lot of, real hip hop inspiration. My best rapper of all time is always going to be Eminem. I draw a lot of inspiration from not his like the wacky, goofy stuff, but the real lyrical stuff. Eminem is like my favorite. Yeah.
In Ghana?
Ghana, probably at this point. I don't have a favorite rapper at this point, but I'm really excited to hear what Kojo Q is about to drop because he's one of my favorite rappers, if not my favorite rapper from Ghana. Yes.
When you say you don't have a favorite rapper, does that mean you've not been listening, or you think they are not putting in?
I've been listening. I'm just not wowed by anything too crazy. I like what LJ is doing. I like what Kev the Topic is doing. Those are amazing talents, but I wouldn't say they're my favorite rappers. They are my top lists. But
okay.
Like I said. Looking forward to it.
95 Volunteer says, Andy, talking about videos, we will get a 2K from EL. And again, what was his best moment at BBNZ? Has he refused to feature on a track before, and has he also been refused back?
Have I been refused a feature? Oh, lots of times.
Really?
Lots of times. Yes. I am refusable. Yeah, people out there who have actually maybe just aired my requests or just totally denied it outright. But it happens in the industry. And
Popular musicians?
yes, definitely. For one reason or the other, I don't know what it could be. Probably they are busy promoting their own projects, or they just don't like me as
an individual.
Individual or musician. I don't know what it could be, but it happens definitely a lot. Yep. I shocked that you find that hard to believe, though.
Yes. It's EL. It's EL, baby. And he says not once, but a couple of times.
Yeah, a couple of times. There are artists there who probably might not identify with my artistry and my sound. They might not align with it. There are artists there who also might be intimidated. But like maybe they might not measure up. I might love them, but they might think that, hey, Charlie, what am I even going to say on this EL track? So there are different reasons why those things happen. It happened.
And you also refuse some people.
Yeah.
You do me, I do you.
Yeah.
But what makes you refuse them?
I don't care if you are a mainstream artist or you're an underground artist or what your background is. I just need to hear something that will move me. And when I'm moved, I will enter the studio and do a verse for you. So it's just about the vibe, man. Like our song together.
Yeah.
It's just about the vibe. Bro, you are my bro. But if the song wasn't moving me, there's nothing I'd be able to do about it.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
Because you gave me, what? Do you remember the number of songs you gave me?
Oh, I'll give you plenty of songs.
Yeah.
Choose one.
He gave, in fact, the first
Yeah.
songs he dropped, he dashed me 4 songs, and I chose 1K.
Yeah.
So the question is, what happened to the rest?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, these songs.
Yep.
Yeah. But I think there's one other I have to revisit. And since Cisco is here.
Oh, yeah. Cisco will do everything.
Yeah, I'm coming to you.
You get new name. You get new name for Hitz.
Come here.
Adi,
The way you drew to the mic there. Lights on fire, they come.
I'm happy with how EL is actually striving to reach higher heights, pun intended. But he said something earlier on. I don't know if he's able to give us clarity on that. You asked him about the delivery boy story in the US, and you said it was a stunt.
It was more of like an attention grab. I shouldn't have done it, bro.
From yourself.
From me myself. Actually, it was also influenced by a few people around me. Like let's do something, you know. And
Okay.
I was fresh off the flight. I wanted to like get something trending, and it did trend.
All right. So I just want to reiterate that point that you see, most times when we talk about the media and the bloggers putting out false news or stunts, we don't also look at the fact that some of these stunts are created by the artists themselves and their management. And so he's saying this is a confirmation that most times when you hear stories in the media about somebody and you think, oh, I know this is not true, it's not always that the media has cooked up a story, but sometimes it's from the artists themselves. So this is a stunt that he created, and it worked for him. It worked for you, right?
Yeah, it did.
Great. So that aside, no disrespect to your manager or your former managers, but I think that you need a manager. I think you need somebody who can rule and manage the creative aspect of you. You are a creative, and so most times for creatives, you are driven by emotions. Andy mentioned that when he came to your studio, you played so many songs, and it was difficult to even tell which one for you to bring out.
Yeah.
And you, as you sit here right now, you know so well that these songs are very good songs, but how many of them are you bringing out at the moment?
Yeah.
Because they are too good. You don't know which one to choose.
Yeah.
And there are times that you want to bring out one that you think that people would need. But that is what you want. That is what interests you, but not what will sell out there. Nasi had the same problem. You go to Nasi's studios and he plays his songs to you, and you ask yourself, why are these songs still resting in the studio? Because if you don't have that person who will tell you this song will do well on the market, you may be driven by your emotions and your creative abilities alone. And so you see that, yes, EL is releasing songs, but the songs he's releasing are for niche market. It's for just a certain people. Meanwhile, he has songs resting in the studios, which when he released them would fly. And I keep wondering why artists would be, I don't know if you are preventing yourself to be managed, or you are not getting the manager who has that business acumen to let the music go out there.
Yeah.
Because it is show business, it's music business.
Yeah.
You can't always be trying to please just a select few of people you think will appreciate the music side of you. You may think that, okay, I want people to appreciate the fact that I can rap so well. But there are people out there who want to feel the EL, the Baba, the Coco EL kind of thing. You see, and you have great songs resting there. So who determines which one goes out there? You can't do that alone, because as an artist, you are just one person and you are biased towards your inner abilities. So I would suggest that if you don't have a management right now, maybe you should get somebody who is business oriented, who can just pull your songs through, so that you don't just release songs, but you also release songs that will appeal to the masses or the audience to make money out of it. That aside, there is one thing that I've realized about EL, and that is the fact that most times when issues come up, there are times that in the heat of the moment, he makes comment that he regrets later. I don't know if that is naturally how you are, how you respond to issues, but looking at how you just explained what you meant by the media shouldn't play your old songs, clearly tells us that at that point in time, you were so emotional that you could not control yourself. Because when I heard that, I was like, no, somebody wants to listen to your old song and draw inspiration. There is somebody who, when he or she hears a particular song that you produced 10 years ago, 8 years ago, get some healing.
Reminds me, yeah.
Get some healing. So if you tell a DJ not to play that particular song, it means you are restricting your artistry in a way. You may release a song today and you think, okay, because the old songs have been played enough, play these new songs, but for all you know, the people listening may not be interested in the new song. So I think that you don't have the right to decide to the consumer which of your songs they should listen to or enjoy. Okay, and so after doing the song, you just leave it to the people. The DJ is responding to the needs of the people, so allow them to choose what the people want them to listen to. Okay,
Yeah.
I am happy that you're coming back and listening to the song that you've released so far. I think that these have potential to put you out there. Just relax and keep going, because most times I know creatives are under pressure to do better than they did the previous years.
Right.
So yeah, we're here to support as well.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Martinez? But before you come in, George Quay crazy.
You say what?
George Quay, you're correct. You say. EL is too tall, make him come out.
Somebody complains he be short.
He said, no, hold on, you've not even heard the best part. He says, so when he lies straight on a bed, what does he do with his legs? Why should one man be so tall? Why? And he said, or am I the one who's too short? He says, see the way Kwame does it too, he's speaking plenty English. Just because he's seen his height mates. God will punish them all. Andy, don't cry. Why? Tomorrow invite me episode of Chame
Andy,
Kwame.
why are you conniving with your height mate to intimidate us?
Right. He says, tomorrow invite me episode of Chame Kwame and Yao Dabo. We'll be at all. Hey, George Quay. On your correct
You
one.
see
So short-tempered, eh?
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, good to have you back.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I mean you've really done well.
Thank you.
Ever since you stepped into the game, you've contributed massively from Skillion's days. I think there's this song, "May I Know Your Name." I don't know if you.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
And
throwback.
you know that song, right?
Which one?
I don't know if the title is "May I Know Your
Yes,
Name."
it's May I.
Yeah,
May
from
I.
Skillion.
Yeah.
Jeso.
Back.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Boje.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
From that line,
Definitely.
I mean, you brought up the new school
Yes.
with Jeso,
Yes.
Kilmatic,
Yeah.
Brad Kelvin, and you were able to change the narrative of our music industry at that time. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
And I believe that the impact you made at that time, there's no way we can forget. If I listen to Nina, I put a lot of respect on your name. And I feel at that time, you should have been on a huge collaboration internationally. I mean, like some of these hip-hop rappers, American rappers, because your style, when it comes to rap, you have that. But we didn't see that from. I don't know if you didn't push to that level. Because I felt if we have you, and let's say, I know it's not easy though, but we're expecting to see some kind of vibe. You, Nas, I mean, Jay-Z, that kind of hip-hop vibe is Hood at that time. Because you have it. And when it comes to the singing too, you are solid. Sarkodie is one of our top stars. And he has one of the biggest songs in his career, which you were part.
Right.
You Will Kill Me.
Yes.
I don't know how you feel about that. And I don't know your relationship with him. Are you guys cool?
Oh, you're cool. That's my brother, man. King Sak is my brother.
Yeah, because at the point we heard you guys were, apart. You were beefing one way or the other.
Nothing like that ever happened, man. I think it was a nice concept to try to make happen. So people tried to make it happen, but it's never been the case. Never ever been the case. Ever.
Okay.
Right. Ria?
Yeah. Okay, so for me, EL, like literally, his music literally summed up my whole tertiary education, like university. I had a friend who was quite close to him, so she put me on his music, and I remember I don't know which album it was, but there was this song called Takoradi on it, and it was like one of my biggest jams ever. Like, I don't know, a lot of people don't really know that song, but then whenever I hear it, I'm like, yeah, that's EL. So I'm actually glad that you still kept your essence and you're out with an album that I first listened to. I was like, okay, so there's the EL I know. There's the EL I know. You didn't lose your essence as like that authentic part of you. So I'm actually happy you did that. And yeah, I'm I can't wait for what it's going to do on the charts because I'm excited about it.
Thank you. You know who Takrady is about, right?
What?
You got a stuttering.
I don't know, but
which friend was close to you?
It's okay. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that one. We'll talk about Yeah.
Okay, please. Mr. Clark, how are you?
I'm fine.
You know this Killmonger look? Yo, it'll be me, right?
Killmonger.
Yeah. That's some Killmonger look.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I can see it.
Hey, you look good.
I haven't spoken in a while. Greetings to all the listeners. In fact, greetings to everybody doing the listening.
Doing the listening.
In the voice of Martinez.
Yeah.
EL is, Elom. Yeah, he's been on point for God knows how long. And, Charlie, for God knows how long. With the man who's long.
Long, yeah.
This is not ping pong.
Hey! Boss!
Okay, on the more serious.
Yeah, boss.
You know you flow yourself.
Yeah, you go flow. Yeah.
But that's it, baby.
Hey, it be. Yes.
I won't make a break. Come down. Very good.
Yeah.
So I was at the album launch. The EP launch. Yeah, and the guy just took his way back. Hits after hits.
The songs he's asking us not to play again, he played it.
Yeah, he played it. If he didn't play it, he performed it.
Okay.
He gave life to them. And Charlie, you should have seen everybody out there. If you feel, say, Azonto die,
Charlie.
Wait until you see any gathering where they drop songs that are Azonto connected. Then you begin to ask yourself, why are the producers starving us of the things that we like? Because the producers create the music, the artists make it a song because they add lyrics. So I'll go back to the producers. Why are they starving us? So I'm actually happy that you could feel the vibe of Azonto in this particular project. You understand? Because anytime we listen, I think there's been a report about same thing during the Chaliwati. That when the DJ started playing the Azonto tracks, the whole place, like the mayhem was beyond the roof. You understand? There was a particular trip we were doing when a bus for 2 hours, just the beginning of this year, and there was a mix full of the Azonto tracks. Man. Nobody sat down.
You guys had a trip.
We had a trip.
It was
in a bus. You're supposed to sit down.
On the bus, there was a trip.
Charlie. And so it made me realize, no, we are being starved of something that we love because it's Azonto is situated within our culture, our folkloric elements, the logo in it itself. And for dancers,
Azonto is in our genes.
You know what I mean? And for dancers, we need music to create. So for us, music is not just something you are listening to. It's part of our raw materials. All right? So we need that to be able to reproduce something that's beautiful. And together we did that because the instrumentation came or the music came. And then we gave off some dance that eventually went out there globally. So I like the fact that, EL is back into this particular space because we need all of that, not just for the purposes of dancing, but for everything that it represents. And there's a certain amount of confidence that our Ghanaian artists had when they were doing the Azonto kind of tracks and music. You understand? There's a certain amount of, artists, they need pride. Like, for them. Yeah, for they. You understand what I'm saying? And it's there when they are doing that kind of tracks. These kind of tracks, it's there. I just want to feel that part of energy coming back. He on mellow right now, but in him is some Vim way. If he come, you go feel say, yeah, what's up? You say what?
Stage stuff.
Right. And I need that kind of vibe. But I'm feeling that right now. So I just want to say congrats on the Teacher EP. I love the intro. The intro has got everything artistic you can think about. The vibe be too deep. Let's go stream it. And let me just say one last thing. This guy has released a lot of albums. We don't usually hear them being played. I think our DJs need to show us a little bit of love. More. They should dig these songs and play them. The album that Frodo Baggins was on is one of the... It's not too old.
Yeah, bar 6.
That was on one. I think one of the bar
Bar
six,
6.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't hear the songs being played. How many tracks?
I think
on that particular album? Like 18?
I think the bar
About
6.
14, I guess.
14.
Yeah, about.
14 tracks. Oh.
The bar 6. I think it was too. It was too deep for.
It'd be too deep.
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
The previous. I think the previous album was quite relaxed.
Please, I do think that's why
but-
still around. Right?
Oh, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, all I'm trying to say is that it was. He went too hard on. It was too hardcore.
Yeah, it's not exactly radio radio playable.
You understand?
Music, but
Yeah.
I try and put songs like For the Bargains and stuff on there just to dilute it a little bit more. You know? Yeah.
And then please.
Oh, Charlie.
I think it's not easy to manage brands over time, and it has to go through some challenges. It has to go through some reinforcement, revitalization, adjustment, among other things, to be able to get it going. So I think it is that phase is what he's actually been through with his career, and I think the most important thing is to gather courage and come back and still have your equity intact. Is very important. It is why I find it problematic that an artist like EL will do a stunt of that nature, because brands are fragile, and you have a certain equity, something which attracts people to you. You have a mission, vision, values for your brand. When you are doing a stunt, you need to check, how does that stunt fit into your brand equity? How does it fit into your values as a brand and your mission and vision as a brand? Every kind of negative news is a form of risk which can make or make you. So if you are taking such a risk, it's very, very delicate. So I think that we need to be very cautious of what we do to our brands, because brands, they are like eggs, you understand? So we need to really guard it well. We shouldn't just, because we have positive stance, which can give you that energy you are looking for in terms of the buzz. So please, next time, be very circumspect about some of these things, because it makes people feel like, wabre. Oh, no, wabre. So like the energy to support you will be like, oh, on the cry, you man cry wabre, okay, supporting a cry. Baby. So like it kills people's energy in supporting you as an artist. So a good one, keep it up. It's part of the in terms of where you are as an artist, it's part of the journey. So just be yourself and keep pushing.
Thank you.
All right, keep the comments coming, but there are a lot of comments for you. But there's one that really interests me, and you see, on one of the bars, I think it was bar 2 or bar 3, you did a song that featured Recognize Ali, Ayat, Serial.
Yeah, it was a cypher type thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
The question says, how was it like when Ilashaz was recording his verse?
I knew that was going to come.
Were you there when he was recording? Did you record them?
Did I record Ilashaz? I think he sent in his verse.
Okay, so he was not in the studio.
He was not in the studio, but I've been in the studio with him a bunch of times back then, Charlie.
Jesus Christ, guys, listen to this. Yo, we're about to feel some fire, man. Everybody, be quiet.
Before I bury you rappers to sleep next to the dead, yo, I will make the Audomen cemetery suspend for 5 minutes. I'm a live spirit, unbeatable, my vet, you see, son. I'm the cynical, your rappers will need a miracle to stop to. Lyrics weak as a man who has lost blood. There is none among you who put me to places. See no sub-zeros among you. There is none among you who put me to freezes. Your afterlife, but your all perishes in eternity. Place your rich white person hell will be where I will create for you actors. Brainwashing the youth with mind control melodies. envy of an Old Testament prophet. It's my hate for you rappers. With an evil passion to test me. So with empty stings, you all are gonna get blasted out of my dome. How God cast the dragon out of heaven, you all are gonna get cast out of my zone. Mass that your adversaries get tormented. There's no way a priest can escape up from my Magidon trap. I'm broken protocol, and as for that matter needs to be punished, it's about time for your Jerusalem to suffer my Babylon trap.
Is it flying away? Martinez said, was he wearing now? How God cast the dragon out of
the Garden of Eden, eh? That'd be how we go cast you out.
The first line of your rap, he said, before I bury you, I'll be next to the
Charlie.
I'll make the wood of my cemetery suspend like 5 minutes.
That's what Elisha's in.
I'm a life spirit.
No, bro.
Hey, I said, man, last week I was playing it on Joy FM.
Yeah.
And then someone called you and asked me, Charlie, Nakwan was say.
The guy sometime when they record him for Osu, Jifoli Studio.
Right.
He came in there, he came with his rap book. Very, very calm, came to sit down.
With his Timbs.
With his Timbs, yeah.
Each time I see me in some Timberlands, man.
He entered the booth inside where he start rap, bro. Like for 1.5 hours, we still rap. We rap so make, you see the glass?
Yeah.
You start fog. So I need to see him. So I start making worried. I say, Shocker, you be okay. He said, don't worry, I'm okay. Just keep going. That's
what you
finished. He's so energetic, man.
Charlie.
Yeah, I miss Shocker.
Yo. Oh, man. Okay.
I think I saw him around the Charlotte.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was this small section that they had some stage.
Yes.
Microphone, like 30 minutes or so.
Oh, yeah. Charlie, you should have him on sometime.
Yeah, I've been looking for him. I've been looking for him.
A rapper, as the fans was increasing, and he just go there, they come out from the stage.
Yeah, they go start dance.
Flip.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Joe Code says, so Brandy, please ask you, who is this Akwele Kra he always uses in his songs? I'm a big fan, one of the greatest lyricists of Africa, hands down. Elo Molongo. By you people. Who is this Akwele girl?
I don't have any Akwele. I have Ayele. I did Ayele.
Ayele, okay.
Probably he means Ayele. No, Akwele, I don't have any Akwele in my life.
So you don't, okay. No. I'm looking at, okay, so the album, the EP, is it out now? Is the full EP
It's fully out? It's fully out. It's out everywhere globally. Yeah, worldwide.
You know, you are very consistent with your videos.
Yes.
Are we going to have anything of the sort here?
Most likely. We're working on one.
Have you released any of them?
No, we just dropped the visualizer for the intro. We have another these days we visualize a matter. So we're dropping another visualizer for another one of the songs. So it's gonna come out really.
Is that a marketing strategy?
It is part of our marketing strategy. The team, we have a plan. So as per what my brother said, I have a great management team who are working together. We just want to do things in a certain kind of way, gradual, because we have so much music, like you mentioned. We want to make sure that we give attention to the ones that need attention. So we're definitely going to work on some great stuff.
I'm looking at the artwork, and I see some, like if you watch this movie 300, then nose rings that's attached to the earrings, and it trickles down to the necklace and the bracelets and all of them.
300 things.
My mom calls them, how do they call it? Trinkets.
Yeah.
Teacher for name, bro. What can I say? Hey, don't touch my trinkets. Mama, so, how do we describe you now? Is it a branch? What are you doing? Are you still the rapper? Because this guy is a versatile individual. Be like, today he's singing, the next day he's rapping.
Yeah.
He's a poet. He's a producer. This, that. What are you now?
It's tough because being multifaceted, being a very eclectic artist like I am, it's very hard for me to fit myself into one box. My mind changes very, 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 very fast and very easily. So that's a challenge that I go through personally. I might be singing now, and the next day I want to record a hip hop song, and the next day I want to do a rock song, and it's very complicated. But the thing that's always constant is I always try and do it to the best of my ability and do it to perfection.
And
so one other thing,
he's an artist. That's it.
Yeah. But one other thing, you see, just as you mentioned, that as eclectic as you are, I mean, every time you are on the move.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
It also begs the question of your temper.
Yeah.
People like that are, or are they like, yeah, like, hey, yo.
Yeah. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm hot tempered. I just have very little patience for BS.
Okay.
You know. So what any type of thing that comes into play that is not in line with my plan or something I want to do, I just cast it out and I don't go back to that thing ever again.
Okay.
And that's the way my makeup is. So I used to have a very, very bad temper. Very, very, very bad temper. I think I've been able to curb it a little bit. It shows once in a while when I say don't play my songs again. But I try my best, man.
But for some people like you, to be very difficult to keep a girlfriend.
That's that department there. I do very, very well in that department.
Sir.
Very, very well in that department.
That's not fun.
No.
He's a Manchester. I think he's a Man U fan.
I'm a Man U fan.
Oh.
No, he's asking you a question.
No.
I'm not really into soccer. I'm sorry.
That's not fun. Keep up.
For a rapper like you,
I'm
who
not.
couldn't get the code? For a rapper like you, a whole bar, somebody who they run bars.
Oh no! I thought we were being serious. I thought. No, I guess something like that. I guess something like
This
that.
is very unfortunate. Hey, Yapon.
No. Look. I guess song is called Chelsea. Your Arsenal, they be Barca. Where your Juventus be Real Madrid. I won't enter Milan.
Okay, on that note.
So in this case, are you an Arsenal fan or Man U?
Arsenal all the way, bro.
Yeah, you good?
Now I understand why it was like, when your heart was broken because of her status.
Arsenal fans here.
Yeah, we all are.
No. No, most of you are asthmatic.
We are asthmatic.
We're asthmatics.
Asthmatic patients.
Physiological,
We are asthmatic patients. Listeners, the Guinness Ghana DJ Awards has opened its public nomination for the Guinness Ghana DJ Awards. This year, your chance to be part of Ghana's biggest celebration of the development of the music industry. Join us to celebrate, reward, and empower radio, mobile, and club DJs. Check out all the categories. The website is entry.ghanadjawards.org. Okay, folks, we are leaving, but I want us to enjoy one more song. Is it what? Ishoki? What? Eshoki?
Ishoki.
What's the meaning of Ishoki?
Ishoki means shock, like she shock or he shock. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man.
Denton song. Listeners, this is where we end the show. Yo, thank you very much for coming.
It's my pleasure, man. It's great to be back.
It's been a nice thing.
Yes.
I really enjoyed it.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah. Mommy Ria.
What?
Thank you for coming.
God, why did you call me? Why would you just call me Mommy Ria? My name is Ria. What's Mommy Ria? Don't let me disclose our relationship status.
You soon be mommy. Adam, thank you. Thank you, Martinez. Listeners, when we come back, we'll end with Ishoki. Is that Ghana?
Ishoki, yeah.
Ishoki.
Ishoki, yeah.
Okay. Stay with us. DJ Black is up next with Music Box here on Hitz 103.9 FM. I'm Andy.
The search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC, and